guys, it's me, Mathews, and some actual progress on projects. No one's more shocked than I am. Today's happy dance is brought to us by coffee. Cold coffee. Not iced coffee, just cold coffee. It's New Year's Day. Last night was New Year's Eve. I'm good. If you're new here, my name is Andrea, and this is a channel about cross-stitch and crafting and anything else I come up with. You've been warned. If you're a returning visitor, welcome back. I am going to dive in with what was my New Year's Eve project. I think in my last video I mentioned that I have been working on Crow's Lullaby. May he rest in peace. Carter was in office, I think, when I started this. That's how it was a very long time. And my goal was to have it done this last year, 2024. It did not make it, but I honestly, if I wasn't so frustrated with it, I could have done the probably 10 stitches that still need to be done last night, and no one would have been the wiser. But I will get those finished. It's fine. And I really do like the way it came out. Got my two little friends down here all done, and their branches. The only thing I have to do is like these little embellishment dots. There are some that go, up the side. So I think for the most part, I met my goal. This is done. I could frame it right now, and no one would ever know anything was missing. So, how do I want to finish it? I don't know. I don't think I want to frame it necessarily. To me, it feels like a banner, and I almost want it to kind of hang like a banner would on a wall. Maybe from, like one of those hangers, or I don't know, maybe finish, put something on the back of it to make it banner-y. Let's just keep saying it that way. I gotta figure out how would you finish it? Really, I shouldn't go rooting around in my own head. No good comes from that. Let me root around in your head. What would you do with it? I also have a new start. This was my Christmas Eve start. And as much as I wanted to start something Halloween-y, I did not. I was in the moment. So this is Santa's Helpers. This is from the Scarlett house. And I just got a wee little start on it. Very wee. I believe I am using all my own colors. I think I pick... You're reading the actual things. I'm just spitballing here. So I thought that was coming out very cute, very wee. Yet another project on the mystery linen. Is this 1/1? It's not. It is. It is 1/1. Look at me. Look at me. So that's going to be cute once it's finished. Will it be finished before next Christmas? I make no guarantees. The next new start is actually my stitching for the Jingle Ball. This is the Festive Forest, and it's from the Blue Flower. And I did not get very far. It's a biggin. It's a biggin. But it's gorgeous, and it's going to be gorgeous when it's finished. I think, even though I know she never said that this needed to be pre-stitched or anything like that. You didn't need it to take the class. The class was amazing. It's too much. You have given us too much, Janine. It is a huge pattern to be just, here, have this with the class and I'll show you how to do wonderful things with it. I would have needed this like 4 months in advance to get to a point where I could attend the class and take advantage of the 30 days access to the video in order to get this finished. Obviously, she sends out written instructions, and once you've seen what she does with it, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense, but I need to see it with the eyes in my face before I really understand what's going on. But this is going to be so cool when it's done. It is so clever. I want to do this kind of finish for like a million things. I mean, I won't design anything, but I want to, and that's important. The next thing I worked on, I actually finished. I'm pretty sure in the last video I mentioned that I won a primitive needle pattern off of eBay. I was very pleased, very pleased. And I finally got it just all finished. This was my Halloween start. And look at how cute it came out. What is it about her designs? Is it the color? Is it the layout? I don't know. But look at how just simple. You say it's simple, and yet if I sat down to try to do this myself, let's not even talk about what that would look like. But look how it just looks right. The only change I really made was I don't like to do green-skinned witches, so I gave her. She's been hanging in Saint-Tropez for a while, living off her dead husband's money. I don't know. I'm making this up, but so yeah. So she has a good tan. I really enjoyed doing this, and again, I'm not quite sure how I want to finish it. Finishing for Halloween stuff is tough for me because part of me always wants to make it look raggedy and spooky and weird. And then the other part of me is just like, but it doesn't look done when you just fray the edges, Andrea. Pull it together. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But it's done and it's ready. I have 2 almost FFOs. The first one, this is the Candy Cane Biscornu. This is also from the Blue Flower, but this is from Jingle Ball 2023. I just got around to, I actually had the stitching finished back during the last Jingle Ball, the 2023 one. I just never put it together. So I finally did. And I have to tell you, I love it. I love it so much. Look at how nice those edges look. Don't look at that edge. But see what I'm saying? It's so cute. It's so cute. It is the Candy Cane Biscornu. I chose not to use Candy Cane colors because I had this and I wanted to use it. I believe it is Chocolate Cherry. I want to say it is a water lily. Again, you have more information than I have. The only thing I need to do is I don't have a button that that will go or will kind of blend in with this fabric, so I haven't done the pinch yet, but almost FFO'd. Who am I? Who am I? I'm somebody who has a second almost FFO. This is actually from this year's Jingle Ball. This is is it Winter Star? I believe it's Winter Star Pillow. And this is from Hallow from Liz Mathews, who also teaches an amazing class. This was from this year's Jingle Ball. And I was just intrigued. I wanted to see how to finish something as a star and have it not look ridiculous. Guys, it doesn't look ridiculous. for the first time ever having done anything at all like this, I even took out my sewing machine. Right? I think this came out really well. Is it perfection? Go away. It's fine. It's not fully finished yet because she has these little scallop beads going all around, and I haven't done that yet because I think I just wanted to get this up for Halloween, and I was this was fine. Nobody knew it was half done. The only thing I will say, and please do not judge my patch in the back here, for just, like I said, I want it to be done. The way I put it together, it's almost like the front is bigger than the back, so it kind of folds backward. Do you see what I'm saying? Like how it leans? I don't know how that happened because they were both absolutely positively the same size. I literally put them flat to flat and it's just sewed around. There was no chance for the backing to get smaller. And yet here we are. So if anybody knows what I did wrong here, let me know. But I will show that when I finish the beading. I was in a hurry. It's Christmas. I wanted it up on my new thing. I have a thing. I have always wanted multiple Christmas trees. I like having, kind of the big usual tree that has our, family ornaments and things like that on it. Things that have been gifts, things that we've given to each other, things that we've bought, like when we go to Salem and we have, a Christmas ornament for Salem. And that I love. But I also wanted a tree. And yes, I understand that I am channeling Priscilla. I know. Like I always wanted a skinny tree in a corner that had my cross stitch on it. And then I kind of wanted, like in another room or in another area, like a skinny black tree that I could goth up. And I don't have room for that many trees. It's the strangest house in the universe. It is a big house with absolutely no space. Exactly. So what I did, and you should be seeing evidence of my creativity, I hung a garland in a corner. And then I just hung my cross-stitch ornaments and decorations and things like that on the garland. Did the cat play with it? Yes, that happened. But with a command hook, I could hang that anywhere. And I don't necessarily need to leave it just hanging straight down. I could swag it over something. I think stop thinking trees and start thinking things that fit into the space I have. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm going to do it again next year. I'm going to do the gothy one next year. Which means that I can make a whole bunch of like Halloween ornament-sized things. And I can not only have them out for Halloween, but I can have them out for Christmas. It's very exciting. It's very exciting to me. This is my life. Be excited with me. Because I'm me. I forgot one of my new starts. I worked on Crow's Lullaby Christmas Eve because I wanted that done by midnight. This is what I started after midnight. This is Twin Peaks Primitive. It's called Summer Sampler, but there is nothing about it that says summer to me, and I wanted to do a sampler, and so I am. This is my little teeny tiny start. It's just a C and a D. But I'm finally using, I want to say 10 years ago. I think everything happened 10 years ago. I went to a local, it was a LNS, but it was mostly needlepoint. But they had a lot of fibers there. And this was, again, I don't know. And I went to this shop and it was adorable, and I could have spent the rest of my life wandering around just the fibers. But she had these little grab bags by the register, and they were pretty much by color. And it would have, you know, just kind of like the ends of stock and stuff like that. So there was this silk, which is Free Earth. Why guess? So it was like this was in there. There was some purple petite treasure braid in there. There was some other decorative trim and things like that. So, and it was like $5 for 5 items in these little bags. So I picked this up a billion years ago and have only just got around to using it 2025. This is the year, I'm saying it out loud as if that means I will stick with it. This is the year of me using the things that I have been holding sacred for too long, like silks and fancy floss and beautiful linens that people have sent me. I think this is 40 count natural. That was a gift from Laura, Stitchy Godmother. I don't know if I've mentioned her enough, but she makes me things. She made me a pillow. She made me ornaments. And she made me, I'm good at this. She made me this thing and this thing. She makes me things. I can't stop her. I can't stop her. I don't want to stop her. But yeah, I tend to hold these things and say, well, I need to do something special on that. I need to do something perfect on that. This is how I end up with 47 large projects, because I get these big pieces of linen that I don't want to cut up because it feels sacrilegious in some way. It's not. It's not. Use the fabric. I have the silk right here. This is Planet Earth fiber, 6-ply silk called Peak 1096. So this is what I'm going to use for the alphabet. And this is my usual never-ending hank of black Silks for You silk. So it's all going to be silk. It's going to be on lovely linen. Use your beautiful things. Hoarding them does nothing. Okay. You may or may not know that I have an Etsy store, because I don't tell anybody about it, because there's nothing in there right now that I'm so stupid proud of that I want the whole world to go looking. So I've decided to refresh the whole thing, the whole concept of what it was I want to sell in there. And I'm trying to partner with my sister, who is a quilter, to add things like project bags or project rolls or other, soft foldable project containers. I don't know what that is. But I think we all know that the project bag scene is heavy. It's heavy. There's a lot of them and they're beautiful. I mean, it's not that it's filled with garbage and we can somehow just make a nicer product. It's filled with beautiful bags already. So I was wondering if you guys had any thoughts. When you use a project bag or a project roll or one of those zipper doodly doos, do you ever say like, God, I wish it had this would be perfect if there was a... Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I think I have figured out the kind of patterns that I want to design and sell in there. I think I spent too much time trying to do all things so that like anybody could hit the store and maybe find something they like. And I don't think I'm watching a lot of videos. I'm watching a lot of how to do things on Etsy videos, and I'm doing it wrong. Clearly I'm doing it wrong. So I'm trying to narrow my focus a little. If there is a focus that you feel is not being served somewhere in the design community, let me know. Let me see what I can do. I can only stretch my talent so far. It's very small, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Really, my only other accomplishment in the past several weeks, I don't know if you know this. I'm going to say it because it was news to me, and I feel a little silly for not knowing it, but every time I would go to Michael's to have something framed, I thought you could only pick from that custom area that like start at $89 for some, but I figured that was what you pay for, you know, when you do custom framing, and that's just how it is, and fine. I have come to find out that they will actually frame your needlework into any frame in the store, including the ones that were like $8, 50% off and stuff. So I brought down Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, Midnight Watch, that's a Blackbird, and I don't know that I have shown you this yet. It's actually a birth announcement piece for my newest little buddy, Connor, who was born earlier this year. And I wanted to make something that was similar to the one that I made for his brother years ago, which was Lion King. So I did that. I got these little owls. They're adorable. They look great with the other one. And I kind of wanted to have that framed with the same frame as I had used for the other one, just to make them consistent. Of all the things Michael knows about me, they haven't the slightest idea what I framed that into. It's fine. I picked something else. It's going to look great. But yeah, all three of those pieces being mounted and framed cost me less, significantly less, than it did to frame Heaven and Nature Sing. Right. My next question is going to be, will they frame into any frame? Because I got frames. I have a lot of vintage and antique frames that I would love to be using. But I just never quite get around to it because framing is hard. So I'm going to see if that could be a thing too. But if you were like me and never knew that you could pick any frame in the store, now you know. That's about all I have been up to with stitching. I have woefully neglected so many projects. I was tempted to sit down and do a whip parade today, and I don't have the spoons. I don't have any utensils. I have a sharp stick that I can stab things with. That's what I emotionally have. So maybe in the next video, we'll go through some of those older whips. I even have one that it's teeny. It's a teeny little thing that I am definitely going to UFO because, again, it's 2025. Use the precious things and chuck the non-precious things. If you hate it, stop stitching on it. Maybe what I'll do is for the next video, I will do like an orphaned, I will give that away. I'll give you it's just DMC and whatnot. I'll just give you what I have and you can have at it. I think that's a good idea. I will forget it by the time I do the next video, so somebody remind me. What else? Now that the new year is starting, I am starting back on Weight Watchers because I got a wedding to go to in June. Don't hold me to that. And I want to be in the pictures, and I want to look reasonable in the pictures. I don't want anyone to have to explain me. You know what I'm saying? So I am restarting that. I'm pretty pleased that they have put potatoes back on the free menu, 0 points, because I can make a meal out of potato very easily. I'm very happy with a big old baked potato for supper. That makes me happy. So I think I'll do fine. I don't feel like I have put weight back on, but I definitely know that I have not been eating responsibly at all in the past 2 months. I mean, Thanksgiving to today, because today I have to eat the leftover Chinese food from last night. That is not on Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers does not want to know. They don't even want to know that I've done this. No. I'm sitting here thinking, because invariably I will shut this off. I will hook it up to my computer to move the file over, and I will remember 5 things that I had wanted to talk about. I can't think of very much stitching related that would be going on. I am excited / terrified of the orbs and drones and other alien things in the sky. I'm pretty sure the drones are ours, the orbs are them, and I'm waiting for a shoe to drop. That's my place right now. I'm actually designing a pattern around the orbs or the plasmoids. Does anybody know, are the orbs and the plasmoids the same thing, or are they 2 different things? Because nobody seems to agree on that. All I know is they're there. They're up in the air, floating about. In honor of our new galactic overlords, I did print a copy of this to hang up on my wall. This is from, I want to say 14 something. Again, real information will appear on the screen. And this was an incident that happened over Heidelberg. Andrea, why do you talk about things if you only have 6 pieces of information? Don't worry about it. It appeared in the sky to people who just described orbs and these rods and things like that. And they were having a battle above the city. And it was actually drawn out and put in a newspaper hundreds of years ago. So these guys are not new. But I felt like the minute I saw things like drones and orbs and things like that, this is what I thought of. And so now I have it hanging on my wall. It's very fancy. I remembered I did have one more thing I wanted to ask or talk about. The sitting down every X number of weeks, I like doing this. Once I have sat down to do it, I really enjoy making videos. But I have made videos now so few and far between for the past few years that I'm actually not even monetized anymore, which is fine. I never worried about that. What it does mean is that YouTube can put ads anywhere they want in my content. So if mid-sentence I suddenly turn into an ad, it's not me. It's not me. I didn't do it. But I did think I might be able to post more often if I took advantage of the shorts, which is it wants to be TikTok. It's not quite TikTok-y, but it wants to be. And personally, I would love to start putting some stuff on TikTok, but it may go away, and then why bother? But one thing at a time. So I was thinking of doing shorts, but I didn't know if I showed a project in a short and then showed it in the big video, would people be like, I've already seen this? Or would they not care? I don't know. Give me your thoughts. I'm kind of itching to try something new and a little different, and I would like to try editing something that isn't like the, you know, the cinematic thing that I have going on here. It would also mean that I could probably record just the project, and then I don't have to worry about me and my face frightening the children kind of thing. I don't have to run around, and I know you guys don't care what I look like on here. I care. I care. So those are my thoughts, rambly as they are. So let me know what you think. This is a very let me know what you think kind of video. I'm putting y'all to work. I'm just doing it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes and even your dislikes. I see you. But most of all, thank you for your comments. I know I'm not able to respond to every single one of them, but I do read them. And when there are questions, I absolutely do try to answer them. In fact, when I'm done with this, I'm going to go check to see if I have any new comments. YouTube isn't great about telling me about it. But thank you. Thank you for being my community, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, guys. Hey, Dante. Dante. Oh, hi. Yes, this is exactly what people want to see, is kitty bath time. Save that for the OnlyFans.